Shakedown. I'm Neil Cole, and this is New Zealand.
If you think that was dramatic, you ain't seen nothing yet. As one of the fastest events in the calendar, Rally New Zealand is about to give you one of the best rides of your life. Hold on tight, it's gonna be bumpy.
So, what's got the next 60 minutes in a spin? Snakes and ladders!
Ups and downs with the rally champion.
Smash and grab!
I buckle up for a bit of bashing.
Slippery slope!
Downhill fast on the fans challenge.
Maximum a stack!
All the fun of the farm.
And speed!
Foot to the floor for the purest rally on the calendar.
Let's get things started!
But first, a little reminder of why we're all here. Rally.
You'll need one of them.
To drive.
You'll definitely need one of these.
To warn of any dangers ahead.
A team like this.
To keep the car together. You need to go to 16 countries. On any surface. And drive as fast as you can. Fastest person over 3 days wins. Simple. Here's what happened last time out in Australia. Marcus rolled out of any chance he had of winning the championship. Despite briefly leading, Atco's hopes of winning his home event slid off the track. Henning Solberg mowed down a couple of trees on his way out of the rally. Chevy Ponce had a steady run to finish in 4th. While Manfred Stoll got his 2nd podium of the year. Petter Solberg and the rejuvenated Subaru battled every step of the way for the win, but were thwarted finally by dust. The people with the biggest smiles on their faces in Australia were Mikko Hirvonen and Jarmo Lehtinen, their first ever WRC win, and one to remember. But sitting on a sofa at home after breaking his arm in a mountain bike accident, Sebastien Loeb won his 3rd consecutive World Championship.
Now, because of Sebastian's broken arm, the most extreme and gnarly thing we can do is play snakes and ladders. How's it feeling, Sebastien, with your arm? I'll shake your hand gently.
Okay.
How is it?
Better, but not strong enough at the moment to race. So just doing recce.
I imagine that when this season began, when you were looking at breaking a lot of records, that wasn't one of the records you thought you would break, being the first man to be crowned world champion while at home with a broken arm.
I wanted to break record, but not my arm. So.
Did you get the same kind of a buzz when you were told that you were world champion?
No, it's not the same, but after, the feeling is the same. Last year in Japan, I was world champion. It was all the team. It was a very good moment, and then in the evening it was nothing to do. This year it was different. In the evening, all my friends came, and we have done a good party. So.
And you're still able to party despite your injury?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not too difficult for the moment.
So realistically, you don't need to compete anymore this year?
I would like to compete. for different reasons, to finish the season with Kronos, to finish my adventure with Xara. If the doctor says it's any risk to do it, I will not do it, because at the moment I'm not in a position to take some risk. We have the title this year again. The most important is to prepare next year.
So next year will be the C4.
It's a new challenge next year to come with the C4, and so I'm really excited to start the season with that.
It's very exciting, and you know, your career has gone like one of these ladders. It's just kind of shot up, and it could continue to do so. You're now the most successful rally driver in the history of the sport, and you're still young enough to beat that over and over and over again.
My dream was to be a world champion one day. Now I'm 3 times. I like what I do, and I take pleasure in the car, and I really enjoy to fight in the stages, so it's especially for that I continue, and we'll see how long, I don't know.
And a ladder to the top. You are the winner, as always.
Okay.
Sebastien, thank you very much. I was going to give you a hearty clap on the back.
On this side.
Very good. It's a well-known fact that New Zealand is one of the world's most stunning backdrops, from its snowy peaks to its fjord-scarred shores, from its hot springs to its pastures dotted with sheep. But here's a few things you might not know about New Zealand. Camera film companies have been known to test their new celluloid on New Zealand's mountains because it's so pollution-free it has some of the clearest light in the world. If you were to bore a hole through the centre of that world from New Zealand's biggest city, Auckland, you would hit Seville in Spain. The kiwi is not just a nickname for the extreme sports mad New Zealanders, it's also a small flightless bird. In fact, it's the only known bird to have external nostrils at the end of its bill. The nocturnal kiwi literally sniffs out its food. With only 4 million people, New Zealand is one of the least populated countries in the world, but there's a population of over 40 million sheep. That's 10 sheep for every person in the land. Come here! Talking of sheep, with so few people, New Zealand has a lot of room for farming. Now, we're always keen to get our drivers involved in the cultural aspects of the places we visit. So it's time to go out on the farm! We're the Shakedown twist, of course. Chevy Bonds is away! First off, the Lawnmower Challenge. Drivers must complete the correct route, touching the pegs in the fastest possible time, with penalties for knocking down any cones. Bill Mills. Oh, Glenn! No, backwards! Atco's fastest so far.
Going too fast.
Here comes Speedy Gonzalez. Now it's my turn. I can't be any slower than Carlos. Stopped!
What have you done?
Did you turn the fuel off? That so wasn't fair. I'll show them. The rules didn't say anything about stealing cones.
Maybe you should drive. It's very safe. No damage. You were special.
Good as new. No one would ever notice. Now we move on to something a little bit easier, which is tractors and putting hay bales in the back of the tractor. And this time we work as a pair. But in this event, co-drivers drive, drivers sit in the back. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's dangerous.
Yeah. First off, Atco and Glenn. Oh, a bit of a squabble there. And cheating. Great stack, boys. How's that?
Fantastic, that was the best idea I've ever seen anyone have.
Next up, Mark and Danny. And that's some serious cheating. It's great to see driver and co-driver working in such perfect harmony. In 3, 2, 1, go! No dirty tricks for me and Mr. Mills, and he even has farming experience, being a Welshman and all.
Who could have thought farming could be so much fun? Right, Speedy Gonzalez is warming up. This should be good.
Have you started yet? And day followed night like the flapping of a black wing, and they still hadn't made the first slalom.
There was a serious worry that Chevy and Carlos wouldn't even make the start of the rally.
I'm pretty much safe here.
After the break, find out if they do start the rally, and at the same time, you get to see all of this. I wage battle from the sea, the land, and the air.
Then you can see more of me after the break.
Welcome back to Shakedown. Now, there's nothing we like more than when you guys invite us out. This is Jason, and he got in touch. How are you, Jason?
Good, thanks, Neil.
Thank you very much for contacting the show. How are you?
Marvellous, thank you. Welcome to New Zealand.
Yeah, what a great country. So, the big thing is, Jason, first of all, why have you got me up so early?
I thought we might take you fishing for the day.
Fishing's great. I've never properly been fishing in my life, and I've always wanted to.
Today we're going to do it the classic, traditional New Zealand way.
And what's that?
By helicopter.
Beautiful day. We're going to be travelling over some of the most spectacular scenery we've got here. Hopefully everything plays to plan and we bring dinner home. Look out the window, I mean how many countries have got what we've got right on their door. It's so beautiful and so green. When you invited me to come heli fishing, well I was half expecting that we would bungee out of the helicopter, grab the fish with our hands and pull them back in. Well, I assume that's what we're doing. Doesn't look like there's much of a landing pad there. There you go. Wow.
So this is a beautiful spot and pretty remote.
It is, isn't it? So we're on a group of islands called the Noisies at the moment, which is about a 20-minute boat ride out from the city. And like you say, it is remote. Not many boats can come in this close, so that's why it's a great place to come with a helicopter.
Okay, well let's get fishing going.
Yeah, that's it. We'll get some boats.
I'm a bit of a rookie, so you'll have to teach me.
All right, not a problem. So I'll just show you how. Just grab onto the line, just through the bottom of the tail. Just head off to the rock there and give it a go.
Quite powerful. There he is.
Hold it there. Oh. There you go, you just lost your first one.
Oh,
at least you got something on there.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll go again, shall we?
Yeah, excellent. My first ever fish.
Very nice.
That's sweet as. Wow. Second fish I ever caught. This is easy. And that is the fish I caught.
It is.
Fantastic, Jason. Thank you so much for getting in touch and inviting me out.
Pleasure, well done on your first ever fish.
I really enjoyed it. Now we're going to see you again later in the show because you've actually challenged me as well. Jason, cheers.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks very much.
And now let's see how strong those WRC drivers are. New Zealand is the land of the tough warrior men, from extreme sportsmen to the most fearsome rugby team in the world, the All Blacks, from the Maoris to the strong mountain farmers. But who are the WRC's alpha males? Let's go in the service pavilion and find out. Now, between the two of you, which one's stronger?
I think Chris is probably stronger.
Well, let's see how powerful you're feeling at the moment. I'd like you to arm wrestle each other. Obviously, be careful, we don't want any injuries. Don't break each other. Go. You okay?
Too strong for me.
Very good. Well done. It's not touching. It's not touching the wheel. Hey, it's not touching the wheel.
Hey, no, it's better to stop. Otherwise. Well, I'm not gonna last too long anyway. He's bloody twice as big as I am. That was pathetic.
So that was fair and square, or were you protecting your pace note arm?
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's pretty important. You know, turn pages. Yeah, he doesn't do anything in the car.
It's easy. Like, he's got the tough job. Those pages are so heavy. I don't know how he does it.
You should be throwing your driver.
Yeah, I should.
I don't do anything. I just sit
But in
there.
driving, I'm using 2 hands, so actually.
You couldn't even do it with
I
two.
use brains.
Yeah.
I use brains.
Very good.
No, you're feeling me, hey.
I was waiting for
It's
go.
okay. You are a friend of Loeb now.
Oh, that's how it happened.
Now, we already know a lot about the younger Solberg brother, but what do we know about the elder?
My name is Solberg, Henning Solberg.
And here's 5 things you need to know about him. He's obsessed with cleanliness in restaurants.
I always look if the kitchen is clean. I'm very nervous of bad kitchen, so the best restaurant I can get is when I can see them make the food.
But his car repair techniques are dirty.
I drove rallycross when we didn't have so much parts. I have to take parts from a standard road car to fit on my car, so and then we can drive again.
His driving style is best described as sideways.
I learned it from PlayStation. It's okay there.
He's used to life or death scenarios.
My grandfather have a lot of pigs, and then I have to help him save it. So I have saved a lot of a pig's life. Yes, mouth to mouth and like this.
His lucky pets are all different sizes.
I have one dog, Papillon, which is so small, called Biffen, and I have a big horse. His name is Wilrik.
So this is the opening ceremony of Rally New Zealand. It's in Hamilton. This is one of the main streets in the centre of Hamilton. And these are some lovely ladies. Hello. But I wonder what it's like, a day in the life of a rally girl.
Off to work, ladies, and we'll catch up with you later. From beauty to, the traditional challenge to the drivers from the Maoris. And one of those drivers here for the first time is multiple world champion Valentino Rossi.
Valentino, ciao.
Ciao.
What's a motorbike superstar like you doing in New Zealand?
Rally.
I like the black livery, it's very sexy.
You like? Yes, it's very aggressive and also I like.
What's your plan for the weekend?
I try to make some kilometers, some good stages, try to understand the car, trying to understand my rhythm, but just experience and have some fun.
What's the difference between 4 wheels and 2 wheels?
It's completely different, but especially the bigger difference is between the track and the road. This is the difference, yes.
Have you had any advice from Petter Solberg?
Yes, Petter. We speak a lot, also with Chris. No, have a good atmosphere in the team.
Fantastic. Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Good to meet you.
So, as Valentino takes to the ramp, Rally New Zealand officially starts.
Neil Cole's a lucky bugger. Look what he's going to be up to after the break.
I get to race one of these, ride one of these, and crash one of these.
Welcome back to Shakedown from New Zealand. Now, I've driven quad bikes, I've driven dune buggies, go-karts and a trike. I've had lessons from a 4-time world champion, and I've even driven Sebastien Loeb's championship-winning Citroen. But I've never driven something like this. This is Tyson, and it belongs to him. Hello, Tyson.
How's it, mate?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
So, explain to me, what is this gorgeous green vehicle?
It's a standard stock steel chassis and just fiberglass panels, mate. It's the V6. Not too much power.
So it's a good car, then?
Yeah, it's pretty quick, mate.
I understand I'm not the first celebrity that's driven it, either.
Nah, Tiger Woods come over a little while ago and had a spin in it, and he went all right. Bashed it up for me, so wasn't too bad, eh?
If it's good enough for Tiger, it's good enough for me. So the track's slightly banked.
Yeah, it's just so you don't get sucked out to the wall, mate.
Okay.
You don't want to hit that concrete wall.
Don't want to hit the wall?
Nah.
What about the other cars? Do you want to hit them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Show us what you got.
No worries, mate.
So, first up, a look at how the professionals do it.
Doesn't want to stop. My turn. Every time I've driven a car before, I've had to worry about bringing this back in one piece.
Ah, don't worry about that.
So, foot down, no brakes, throw it sideways and try not to hit the wall.
This is awesome!
Nearly getting it. Believe it or not, that really hurts, but must soldier on. And starting to nail that cornering.
You f***ing beauty! So that's my practice. I think I've almost got the idea of how to go sideways around the speedway track, but there's a bunch of hungry guys over there that look a little bit scary, and I'm going to be racing them later in the show. The rally is about to begin, and this is exactly what the stages are like. But who can help us and explain the nature of this rally and its technicalities? Hang on. That sounds like Ken Brough and his four-wheel drive, Subaru-engined quad. Ken!
Leo, how's it going, mate?
Very good, how are you?
Yeah, good, jump on. Let's go for a blast.
Great piece of kit. Tell me what it is about Rally NZ that makes it so unique.
By far, Neil, it's these fast-flowing roads with plenty of camber on the corners. The drivers just love it. They get a good rhythm from one corner to the next.
And what about the gravel? It looks different to other countries.
Yeah, a lot finer gravel, I think. With the recent rain we've had, it should pack down and shouldn't be too much of a problem with the road sweeping and that, I should think.
Also, one of the typical things about New Zealand is the beautiful, lush green scenery. How does that affect things on the stages?
A lot of stages, it keeps the sun off the road, stops it drying out, keeps the moisture in the surface. Yeah.
And also when the trees are this close, obviously that's a hazard that drivers have to watch out for.
Yeah, for sure, it can create some blind corners and that, but with their notes it shouldn't be a problem.
Day one, and the wet weather that Ken was talking about has made for some muddy, slippy conditions.
So here comes Marcus Gronholm. He's the favourite to win here, and already he's rally leader.
But it's not all as easy as that. After his disaster in Australia, Marcus really needs to make sure he gets maximum points here so he can help Ford to their first manufacturer's title in 27 years.
In the home of the All Blacks, here comes Valentino Rossi in his all-black Subaru.
The multiple world champion is taking his first day in a Subaru really steady. He's not exactly battling for the lead, battling for 30th. Still, I bet he's not changed his own tyres for a while. In fact, all the Subarus are struggling.
Aussie Atco's having a frankly disastrous morning.
This spins him out of all contention for a good result. He tumbles down to 9th.
We expected Petter Solberg to be quick this weekend, especially in damp conditions, but he's really struggling for grip.
Lower grip help. Nothing. Zero.
The closest battle of the day is for third. Manfred Stoll holds the coveted position all day. Until this spin. And Danny Sordo's right behind him. On the final 3-kilometre spectator stage at Mystery Creek, the young Spaniard snatches back that third place. Rally Australia winner Mikko Hirvonen is having a good day.
Well, Mikko's mission is to help Ford win the Manufacturers' Championship this weekend, so he needs good points. He's in second now, just needs to keep that up.
As does teammate Marcus. He's cruising out in front, winning every stage of the day and ensuring that there's a good half-minute gap between him and everyone else by the time he gets back to service. And while the rally leader heads off to get some beauty sleep, I wonder what those Propecia girls have been up to today.
Danielle, my darling, my sweetheart.
Look what they've got to go through to watch them rally.
I told them to save power and water, we're having a shower together. We're not eating donuts, I promise.
I reckon. No, give me that camera. We've had a hard day already. And this is Gigi, and he's from Italy. And the girls think he is very sexy. No. There's popcorn going off.
Oh Gigi, they're gonna tear you apart.
Well, I had my practice earlier in the show. I know what it feels like to hit the wall. It hurts. But now I have to race properly against some real stock car drivers. It's time to go hard and get ready to rumble. Woohoo! Goodness. Woohoo! I tell you what, that's pretty scary when they're all around you and you can't see them. And when you get a bump, oh, a lot of things going through your mind, but I felt like I was getting some good speed there. Yeah? Look at that, steady as a rock. Whew. I think it's time for me to take a little break. You too. But here's what's coming up in the next part of Shakedown.
There's even more racing from them. And from me. You decide your favourite after the break.
Welcome back to Shakedown from day 2 of Rally New Zealand. Now, if you've ever wondered why this country has such lovely, lush green countryside, it's because of this, driving rain. But that's not hampering Marcus Grönholm. He's still carving out a massive rally lead on day 2.
Just behind him in second, Mikko's got a slight visibility issue this morning.
It's Petter Solberg's birthday today, and it's not a particularly happy one. He's got intercom problems, so he can't even hear Phil Mills, his co-driver, singing happy birthday to him. Here he comes now.
Danny Sordo is really enjoying his first ever rally in New Zealand. He's still battling closely with Manfred, who's far from happy. A poor tyre choice means he just can't get the grip he needs to really fight Danny for third. MotoGP superstar Valentino Rossi is still on the road on day 2, and even though it's slippery, he's picked up the pace. The Italian moves up the leaderboard to 13th, 10 positions in just one day's rallying. Now I wonder how those Propecia girls are coping in this weather.
It is freezing! Oh, it's cold! These are sexy Spaniards!
We're not strange or anything.
Stop! Cheerleaders!
We're going to try and score some free food. Oh, but look at those sausages. Yummy!
Well, let's leave them with a mouthful of sausage. Well, the weather's dried up, but something's crawled out of the woodwork. Look who's here, it's Jason. How are you, mate?
Neil, nice to see you again.
It's great to be out on the stages with you. Middle of day 2, it's going well.
Yes, it's still seem to be going quite well, and things are a bit drier now, and hopefully it'll all go good for them.
It's not going well for Henning Solberg, though. It looks like Henning's decided to remodel that Peugeot. I'm not sure about his ideas on aircon, though. Tyre choice has been absolutely crucial this weekend, and Stoll's been quite unhappy about his tyre choice.
He said he went on hards this morning, which is definitely unsuitable for the wet weather. Evidently he's improved his choice.
He had quite a lot of grip there.
Not complaining there.
And yes, he is much faster when he's got the correct tyres on. The Peugeot is cruising and taking back third position from Sordo. And there we go, the master at work, Marcus Gronholm, coming through as rally leader. I know you've been in a rally car as a co-driver, but have you ever spectated this close to the WRC?
No, I think 12 inches could be the closest we've got that sort of speed at this stage.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, it's excellent.
A good day today in the office?
Yeah, office, yes. Yeah, okay, no problem.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy, but okay, it has not been so fantastic rally. I mean, not really fighting. We have been there with Mikko doing good times and sometimes playing a little bit safe and so, but yeah, in the end it's okay.
So Mikko, how was your day in the office today?
Quite wet.
Wet?
How was your day outside?
Very wet and cold.
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad, but been enjoying it. Especially the afternoon, it was fantastic. Stages were so great that I was just enjoying it all the way.
You do still look like you've got a little bit of mud on your face.
Yeah, but it's okay. We were third fastest out here with all the twin screens. Oh, it was not bad at all. It was my mistake. I can see that Manfred is going well with his diffs, and I just try it because we have active front end there, and it's not my driving style. It's his, but not mine. So I struggle, yes.
Now, Jason, we've been spending a lot of time together here in New Zealand, but let's cut to the chase. The real reason you've invited me is because you're the challenger in the Sony Fans Challenge. What is it?
That's right, today, Neil, we're at the world famous Rotorua luge. The challenge is to get from here down to there.
In what?
In these.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, if you win, you get this, a Sony MP3 player and a Shakedown goodie bag. But you got to win first. Yeah. Bring it on. You ready? Like this. Come on.
Go on there, big fella.
Hey! Hey!
I guess you won that. I was going to say fair and square, but I don't think there's any fair in it. Completely took me out. I'm probably bleeding under there.
Close race.
That was a very close race. I can officially tell you that you have won the MP3 player.
Thank you.
And a Shakedown goodie bag. And you are a true friend of Shakedown.
Thank you, Neil.
Thanks, Jason.
All the best for the rally.
And remember, if you want to challenge me and I'm coming to a rally near you, Shakedown at WRC.com. Now we fight. So it's day 3 Rally New Zealand, and very impressive, Valentino Rossi still on the road and about to come in the top 15. And round that corner.
In fact, after a slow start, Rossi finishes the rally in 11th position. He's done exactly what he wanted to do and has been a welcome addition to the World Rally Championship circus. Come back soon, Valentino.
Well, Henning's car looks almost as good as new. Brand new windscreen, which is good because there's a lot of wind.
Citroen's Chevy Ponce and Danny Sordo know their only hope to take the manufacturers is if the Fords make a mistake, which is looking unlikely. And their team boss has let them off the leash to battle amongst themselves. Chevy Ponce jumps at the chance with Speedy Gonzalez of Tractor fame, his co-driver Carlos Del Barrio, sitting beside him, and a great tyre choice, the Spaniard overhauls his teammate and 4th position.
Well, Manfred Stoll clearly likes it down under. He got a podium in Australia, and now he's 3rd place in New Zealand. Well, here comes Mikko Hirvonen bringing his Ford Focus home for his 6th consecutive podium.
Which means that all eyes are on Marcus Gronholm. He just needs to finish and he'll get his 6th victory of the year. And most importantly, Ford will have won their first world title since 1981.
Long left slow, into the finish.
So that's how it finished. Marcus's lead over Mikko almost a minute, but that 2nd place means Mikko seals his 3rd position in the Drivers' Championship. That finish 1-2 helps Ford at last take the manufacturer's crown home with them to their base in the north of England, with their home event still to run. As Ford team boss Malcolm Wilson gets deservedly covered in champagne, there's more bubbly stuff to come after the break. Podiums, girls, and a little sneak preview of where Shakedown is off next. Welcome back to New Zealand, where it's a finish 1-2 and Ford have won the 2006 manufacturer's title.
Marcus, as usual, you come back with some greenery for us, which is very kind.
Yeah.
Now, it's double congratulations because obviously this is another rally win for you, which puts you up there even more with the Finnish rally greats, but also you've helped Ford to win the Manufacturers' Championship.
Yeah, that's good. I think I'm happy for that. Malcolm is happy. The team is really. They had done a fantastic job this year with a new car, and I mean now we are really good prepared for next year.
Mikko, congratulations! Unbelievable. Off the back of your first victory, 2nd place, and Ford are manufacturers champions.
Yeah, and I'm glad it's over. I mean,
Really?
it was a long weekend, and you know they were waiting it, and Malcolm has been waiting it for so long. So I'm just really happy to be part of it and really helping in the whole year. So it's a good thing, very special thing.
The last few rallies, we've seen battles between you two. So what do you talk about when you're not fighting on the stages?
We are happy that we not fight anymore because he's too strong now. He's getting faster and faster, and I'm a little worried about this.
No. And how about you? Because he's made the podium.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's very hard yesterday and today also. It's difficult, but congratulations for Manfred.
So Valentino, I think you've actually impressed the entire World Rally community with your driving.
Yes, it's a great result for us, a great job. I think we did a clever race and we try to understand step by step because it's very easy to make a mistake, and these guys are unbelievable. Like they ride this type of car, they have a great talent, a great experience, and they are very fast. But at the end we go closer and closer, some good part, and especially we have a great fun. So this is the target.
Well, it was the rain that made the weekend particularly slippery. The Ford coped with it, and now it's having to cope with a champagne shower. And here come the team. Manufacturers World Rally Champions 2006. forward. Well, my feet have hardly touched the ground since I landed in New Zealand. My head's still ringing and spinning from the stock cars. My heart's still pounding from the heli fishing. And my knees are still trembling from the Propecia girls. Luckily, I'm still in one piece. Just. We've got some choice goodies to give away, including a t-shirt signed by all the players. All you have to do is answer this question. When was the last time that Ford won the World Rally Championship for manufacturers? Send your answer with your name and address to shakedown@wrc.com. Thank you very much for watching. Join us next time when we're heading home to the other side of the spinning globe to burn some rubber in Wales. Mud, high speeds, rain, a touch of sideways, and a little more mud. That's my forecast for the season finale in Wales. Oh, but one final thing before we go. What are those minxy Propecia girls up to now?
Are you drunk yet or not? Oh, wow! You're getting all
So that's what it's like being a rally girl. But at the end of it all, most importantly, you get to meet me. I think I'll hang around here for a bit. See you in Wales. Valentino Rossi is about to come round that corner. Like a beam, like a razor coming at ya. What a lovely pair of trophies they get. I got a license to drive. New Zealand has... I'm backwards. Simple. I'm watching you. From its hot springs to its joggers.
I love it when you're up on a shoot.
Valentino Rossi is about to come round that corner.
Hi, Neil!
Pretty solid. If I can reach the pedals, I will clean it. Valentino Rossi still on the road and about to come in the top 15. And round that corner.